Jilks Unit 8 D1 Part 1. So I'm going to do the self-analysis for both floorball and kickball. So I'm going to start with floorball and do the strengths and improvements, then do kickball, again strengths and improvements, and then going down to how I can improve my training overall, and then I'll go into the chosen one, the improvements that I've chosen myself. So the first one that I'm going to do is the floorball, and I've picked 5 different areas to rate myself out of. So I've got dribbling, attacking, passing, shooting and defending. So I've rated myself out of 10 for each one. So for dribbling I've given myself a 7. This is because when I was in hockey, when I used to play, I used to be like midfield, so I used to be doing a lot of dribbling down the wings. Passing, I've given myself a 6. This is because I can pass the ball well, but it doesn't always reach the player accurately every time, so there is definitely room for improvement on there. Defending, I've given myself a 5. This is because I'm normally in the attacking position, normally used to shooting and bringing the ball upfield. Shooting, I've given myself a 6 as well. It's because I've got a lot of power behind the ball, however it might not be accurate all the time. And then for attacking I've given myself a 6 as well. This is because I'm just used to being in that environment, bringing like the field, attacking field, pushing the defence back from the opposite team. So my strengths overall would definitely be attacking and shooting. This is just because of like my past when I used to play hockey, and obviously I used to be either midfield or up front. It never depended on what game we were playing. So obviously I'm used to those, so those are my strengths. Routes for improvement would be either defending and tackling. This is because like before in my strengths I've been used to doing it in an attacking role. So obviously defending and tackling is where my improvements would be. So then we're going to move on to kickball, and again it's going to be out of 5 areas, and I've rated myself out of 10. So the 5 areas would be kicking, catching, throwing, running, and I've also put communication in there. So the first one is kicking, and I've given myself a 6. It's because I've got a lot of power because I used to play football. So the kicking, like the power side of the kicking, is very strong. However, the accuracy, so if there's an area outfield with a space in, I don't always reach that space. It might be a bit short or to the left or right of the space where there isn't any outfield. Catching, I've given myself a 7. This is because I used to play rounders and I used to be outfield, so in the deep. So this is where obviously if the batters were good and they're hitting the ball, I was always used to catching it. So again, I've adapted those skills into kickball. Throwing, again, I've given myself a 6. This is because going back to rounders, I was a very strong thrower. However, the ball sizes are a lot different. It's a small football in kickball, so it's a lot harder to grip because I've got smaller hands, so it can go a little bit left or right, so it's not as accurate. However, there's still a lot of power involved. Running, I've given myself a 6 again. This is because although I'm quite quick at running, maybe the judgment of the run might not be good, so I might run too early, or I might just leave myself short, so I'm risking being run out. And communication, I've given myself a 7. This is because I was used to playing rounders. I was captain in rounders, so I had to always like watch the ball, look where the people were going. So if the ball was going really far out, we'd make a chain. This just so the ball would travel quicker than the runner. So obviously I've adapted those communication skills into my kickball as well. So overall the strengths would be catching, throwing and communication. This is just because of my background in rounders. And my improvements would be the running and the judgment of my runs. So not overrunning and getting other people out, and not leaving myself to run quicker if the ball was travelling closer, so there's less chance of me getting run out.